Thank you. So tonight I'm going to sing you a love song. And here's where I'll need a little bit of grace from the judges, because when I say love, what I mean is the economy. And when I say sing, what I mean is talk. So some of you might prefer it if I call this talk about the economy, but because in particular I want to talk about inflation, because we're all familiar with inflation. It's something that affects us all. Prices go up, bills go up. In fact, anything to do with money goes up, except for the language. Now, I want to prepare you for the day that the language goes up, because we've got a hidden system of numbers in our words that we use that contain, the words contain numbers. So, for example, you've got the word wonderful, you've got the word before, create, tender, and so on and so forth. Now, to prepare you for the inflation of language, which is surely to come in the future, I suggest that we add 1 to every one of those numbers that you find in a word. So, wonderful becomes twotiful, before becomes 5, create, 9, tender, 11, and so on and so forth. So, a sentence such as, I ate a tenderloin steak with my fork, would become, I dined an 11-loin steak with my 5. Now, to illustrate what I'm on about, I've got a story that I'd like to read, so you can get an idea of this inflationary language and how it sounds when it's used. Twice upon a time, there was a young lieutenant in the Air Forces named Bob, who lived in sunny California with his 1.5 sister, Anna. They had been very close ever since she'd seen the light of day for the second time. And all 3 of them were proud of the fact that 2 of their 5 fathers had been among the Queen Islanders of the US Constitution. They were dining on the terrace to commemorate Bob's return from duty in Timbuk 3. Bob had a marinated 11-loin steak, while Anna had a 3 sandwich. As Bob removed a piece of steak from his 3 with his 5, he said 11 to Anna, you look beautiful 3 nights. You've never looked this lovely before. Anna did look beautiful, despite the illness from which she had not yet recuperated. Yes, Bob repeated, you look beautiful 3 nights, but you have 3 of the saddest eyes I've ever seen. The table was tastefully decorated with Anna's favourite flowers. 3 lips. On the radio, the 411ers were singing an opera by Nine. It was midnight. A clock in the distance struck 13. The conversation now moved on to talk about Anna's husband, Bruce Fiveside, from whom she had recently separated. I, 5'2", don't trust him, said Bob. Suddenly, there in the moonlight stood Bruce Fiveside, obviously intoxicated, just returned from a lad's weekend away in 11 Reef. Anna, he said, 5 give me. I will love you 5 ever. You are my 2 and only. Bob jumped to his feet. Get out of here, you 3-faced triple crosser. Be careful, Anna warned. He's an officer. Yes, he is 2, said Bob, but I am 2-3. Bruce Fiveside retreated. Very well, he said, and wiped his 5 head and left. When he was 1.5 way through the door, he turned back to Anna. He said, if I cannot have you, I shall never marry. I shall remain double. Farewell, Anna. 3 to live, 3 to live.